have any questions, you can just drop them right now. And
thank you, sir, for your nice presentation.
Sure.
Sir, whenever you are doing a transaction, being a sender, the receiver,
I'm sorry, there's an
I should
echo.
give the address of the receiver. But in your example or in your demo, we have seen that the receiver is automatically picked from source. We don't know that.
Right. So what I mean by that is there's a to address and a from address. But for any transaction, you have to know the the public key of the person who you are transacting with. It does not. I mean, essentially, you're not asking for his private key, but you're asking for his public key. So it's a basic fundamental requirement that you have to be aware of the public key of the sender or the receiver. So that's the only thing you need. It's like an email ID, so you can use that for whatever transaction that you're doing on the blockchain.
Sir, how can I get that public key of any receiver? Is there any table or the list available?
No. So that is what we voluntarily share, right? It's like sharing
Okay.
your bank account number in, if I can give an example, or you're sharing your email ID. It's not publicly available, but you can easily share it with one another. So it's not something you keep it as a secret. The only thing you keep it as a secret is your private key. So that's the only requirement.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sure. Is there anything that anybody would like to add? Usha ma'am, if you can come in. I think you're on mute.
Thanks for the good demo. I want to hear from the participants that about your opinion about all these things. Any questions from your end? We are ready to answer.
Right. So I'm just going to share this one few links right now. So there's this one company called as Matic Network. If you've heard, it's an Indian company. They're working really well on building solutions on top of blockchain. And then there's also this framework called a Substrate. So if you're into building your own blockchain, so you can look into that. It's called Substrate. And also I'll leave a link to the Blockchain Explorer as well, so you can have a look at it. I'm sorry, sir, you were saying something. Go ahead. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. The demo you have given to us, if I want to carry out that demo, so which link I should follow? The first demo you have provided, the first link you have provided?
Yeah. The first link I provided, it's all the source code is already on the GitHub, so you can look at it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Hello?
I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yes. Miners do the validation of the contract. Yes or no, sir?
Yeah, you're right. Miners.
And what will happen if nobody mines? No miner is there. Then the contract will not be validated.
So that's the reason why we have rewards in the first place, right? It's essentially one person, the miners are competing against each other to mine the contract or the block, and whoever does it first, it is he or she is being rewarded accordingly, right? So there's something called as block reward. So right now, if you validate just one block of a Bitcoin blockchain, you'll be rewarded somewhere around 14 or 15 lakh in the INR value. So that's why there's no shortage of miners in as I can say.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Right. And also, I want to point out that there is no single rule saying that it has to be always a miner who has to do it. It is up to you to design the blockchain in ways that you want, right? So you can have your own set of rules on deployed on top of your blockchain. So it's not essentially you have to stick to what Bitcoin did, right? So Bitcoin is just an example of a public blockchain. There, as Shamam also explained, there's a private and then there's a consortium. So instead of rewards, you can have some other sort of incentives in place. So it's not always a monetary reward, is what I want to point out. Are there any other questions?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Hello. Yes, sir. Sir, I have one question. Like in my college, some of the students are doing a project on IoT supply chain management using blockchain. So there, like we are facing the problem, like how to give the demo or a data set, what sort of a data set we can use.
So coming back to supply chain, it's already a problem that's been actively worked upon. So I can point you to Hyperledger Fabric, which is developed by IBM currently. It's by a group of companies, primarily IBM. So
Yes.
they have their own web app as well, right? So you just
Okay.
need to deploy your contract, and you'll be easily able to demo whatever it is that you're trying to achieve.
Okay, so that can be a mini project sort of a thing.
Yeah, sure,
Students
sure,
can do.
sure,
Okay, thank you, sir.
sure.